So I've been playing the finals since season 1 and I absolutely love the game to death. But at the same time, I feel like Embark is just not taking full advantage of what the finals has to offer. This game is different than any other first-person shooter I played, and I continue to play it, and I put in over 850 hours into it. I titled this video How Embark Can Revive the Finals because I feel like they can improve a lot, and I just feel like nothing is happening right now. A lot of people are anticipating season 10 to be something dramatic, and I really hope that they deliver. But here are the things that I think Embark can work on to really improve the player base for the finals and bring it back to season 1 vibes. So I think the first thing that Embark should do with the finals is actually buff the majority of weapons all around. I think this brings out more playstyles because right now you only see 1 or 2 guns being used per class. So for lights, you'll usually see the M11 or the ARN. For mediums, you either see the Scar or the Repeater. And for heavy, I feel like I only see the Lewis or the Shack. There's so many more amazing guns and different melee weapons that you can use for people in the finals. But when you see someone having the hammer on a heavy, they're a one-trick pony and that's the only thing they play. And with buffing the majority of all weapons, it brings in more playstyles so you don't feel bad about playing that. Because I'm kind of at that point that if I see a heavy bring in a spear, I just know we're instantly gonna lose. So there are different ways that the finals is supposed to be played, and I hope Embark can make that happen in season 10. The next major point I think Embark can work on is actually buffing the medium class. I feel like right now the only playstyle you see is either the Repeater, just like I mentioned, or the Scar, and they'll only do jump pad, goo, and defib, and heal beam. If you're doing anything else, I feel like you're just set to fail. Everyone is either running double heavy and 1 medium that literally just heals the entire time, or you see double heavy and a light. I think what would be good is actually having a different specialization instead of just the heal beam, the turret, and the DMAT. Let me know down below which kind of specialization you think the medium should have next for season 10. I think another thing that we could really work on is actually community tournaments. I grew up playing League of Legends and I've been playing the game since season 3. One of my favorite parts back in the day was actually tournaments. And I was only a silver player, I was a gold player, but they actually had certain tournaments for those players. So if it looked like you had a Smurf account, you weren't able to join the tournaments. I think this would bring a lot of casual people out and actually try to focus on improving their skill and have fun playing an actual tournament that is streamed. Nothing makes a person happier than seeing their name shoutcasted on live and saying, hey, that's me, I just got that kill. So I'd love to see the finals really push a little bit more money into making community tournaments happen for all different ELOs, from bronze to silver to gold to platinum to diamond and to ruby. This I think would bring a lot of players out of their shell and push more finals content. The next big point I want to bring up is the marketing budget for the finals. I feel like they could be doing so much more with it because look at Arc Raiders. Everyone knows about Arc Raiders. Just imagine they did the same techniques for Arc Raiders and applied it to the finals and just had a bunch of people playing the game just like season 1. Because that's actually how I found out about the finals. Is I was watching a Shroud stream and he was playing the game, and then once I tried it, I was like, this game is super fun and different. So I really do hope for season 10, which should be coming out next month, that they push for more marketing and bring more players in and show them how good the game actually is. And last but not least, I want to talk about ranked and RS. So I think ranked can be improved heavily, but I think a problem we're also dealing with is the lack of players. So for instance, I was able to get Plat, and some of the games I was going against diamond and ruby players. I personally don't even know how that's even a thing, but since I was at the kind of the higher MMR, matchmaking would take a lot longer, and since it would take longer, I had a higher chance of getting put with players that are double my experience. Players that are insane at the game and nowhere near where I'm at. I'm an okay aimer, but there's no way I can compete with diamond and ruby players as a Plat player. And next, let's talk about about the RS system. I think they fully need to overhaul this because that's another reason I stopped playing ranked in general. At the very start when you're doing your placements, it was super cool because I was like, wow, I'm gaining 1200 RS, sometimes 1300 if I got first. But once I started to get into gold and to plat is where I actually started to see the big downfall of the system. If I got out in the first round, I would lose 1200 RS. And even if I got third or fourth, sometimes I would only gain 100 or 200 RS. And if I got first, I might be able to win 700 to 800. And I think they need to take a book out of League of Legends on how people gain RS and lose RS. Because if I keep on losing 1000 to 1200 and I can't make it through the first round, then I'm not gonna play ranked anymore. But even if I get third or fourth, I might get 200 RS. So is it even worth me playing? These are just a couple of my concerns that I think the finals and Embark can really make this game so much better. Let me know down below what you think about this and what improvements you would like to see from Embark. My name is GoodChristianKid or GCK, and welcome to the Preaching Squad.